What's up guys, it's Jake here, and today I've got some of the best centre backs you can sign for your team in the career mode in FIFA 18. So today I've got a lot of centre backs, interesting centre backs that you want to sign if you are short of centre back position in your team in career mode. So without any further ado, let's get this started. So before getting into this video, if you enjoy the content, drop a like and subscribe for more content. And these players are going to be under 23 age players, so you might miss out a couple of players like Varane and stuff. So getting into the tier 1 players, these players, they are very expensive to sign. You're looking at like 30 to 50 million to sign them, but they're good. They are straight away, they are so good to get into your starting lineup. So the first player we got is Aymeric Laporte, 84 rated centre back with just 23 years of age. He's a French player. He's got a real face in game, so I kind of added bonus for you. And this guy is a monster. He's a left-footed player, and his value is around 30 million, and you are looking at somewhere around 16 million to sign. And trust me, he's worth every penny of that. He's such a good centre back, and his potential in game is 89. But if you train him in the first couple of seasons, he will hit 90 within a couple of seasons. So he's a very good centre back in this game. And the second centre back we got is Eric Bailly from Manchester United. He's only 23 years old as well, and he has got the same value as Laporte. But he's on a very high weekly wage because he is in the Premier League and plays for one of the big clubs. So once again, you are looking around like 60 million to sign Bailly. But once again, you are getting a quality centre back, and he's got a real face in this year. So it kind of added bonus as well. And Bailly for me is one of my favorite centre backs in the entire FIFA. So up next we got Marquinhos from PSG, once again an 83 rated player. He's just 23 years old as well, and he has got the potential of 89 in game. And for some reason Paris Saint-Germain was not allowed to sell this player. They just did not want to get into any negotiation for him, and I guess that is because of the short of centre backs from the Paris Saint-Germain. So might not get to sign him straight away, but if you can get hands on him, he will cost around like 40 to 50 million pounds, and he's definitely one of the big bright Brazilian centre back you can get your hands on in the career mode. Moving next, we got another 83 rated player. This time we got Samuel Umtiti from FC Barcelona. This guy is not a kind of commanding centre back, but his work rate is amazing in the defensive area, and he's got great pace and great kind of dribbling stuff for a centre back. And he's once again clearly one of my favorite, and he's got a release clause, and once again you are looking around like 50 million to sign him, and there'll be a lot of competitions for this guy. So you have got to pay the extra money to get Samuel Umtiti if you want though. Nicolas Sula is an ex-player in, coming at an 83 rated, and he's got 89 rated potential in game. The only problem with Sula is that he has currently joined FC Bayern Munich, and you have to wait a whole season if you want to sign him in your team for your career mode. So you got to wait for a single season, and he's once again going to be costing you like 50 million pounds, and he's only 21 years old. He's such a commanding centre back. Not the quickest on stuff, not the quickest, but he is really tall, and sadly he does not have a real face in game. So a lot of these centre backs here, like, they don't have a real game face, so kind of sucks, you know. So moving to Jose Maria Gimenez, one of my favorite centre backs for the last couple of seasons in FIFA, you know. He's an 83 rated player, and his potential is around 87, and he's just 22 years of age. And once again you're looking around like his release clause is 53 million, but he has just 1 year left on his contract, so you might get in a very good bargain around like 25 to 35 million. So he's one of my top centre backs I would go for in first season if I need a centre back in my career mode. So he's a talented Uruguayan defender. So Jonathan Tah, another German centre back. He's an 82 rated centre back. He's like a beast, you know, beast mode on. He's really strong and tall. He's 82 rated, and his in-game potential is around 88. And he's kind of a cheaper, you know. You can get him around 40 million pounds, and it does not cost that much around weekly wages as well. So once again, nice young German centre backs if you want to sign one. So Eric Dyer is up in the list, and what I like from Eric Dyer is like he's a versatile defensive minded player. You can play him as a centre back, you can play him as a defensive midfielder, you can even play him as a centre mid. So it's kind of a versatility you are getting from Eric Dyer, and of course he's an English player, so signing him with the English clubs makes sense. And he's an 82 rated player, and he's got 87 potential in game. And once again, you're looking at 40 million to sign him. And Andres Christensen is one of my favorite young centre backs in this game, guys. Like, he's just 21. He's an 81 rated player, and you can get him around for less than 40 million because his release clause is around 43 million, so you can get him around like 35 million, and his in-game potential is 90. And Chelsea have like 4 or 5 centre backs, so it will be easy for you to convince Chelsea to let him go, and you can sign him straight away for around 35 million, and within a couple of seasons he will hit like 86 or 87, and he is going to rock your career mode team in defense, you know. So Davinson Sanchez has got a great upgrade from last year. He's an 81 rated centre back in this year with just 21 years old. And the only problem with him is that he has recently joined Tottenham Hotspur, and you can't sign him straight away, so you have to wait a single season. And his in-game potential is around 88, so you have to wait a single season and sign him. And once again, he's a very quality centre back. And moving into the final player of the tier 1, we got Daniele Rugani. Like, Juventus have so many good Italian centre backs, you know. He's an 80 rated player, just 22 years of age, and he's the cheapest you can buy. You can get him around like 25 to 30 million pounds, and he's got a massive potential of 88 in game. So moving into the second tier players, in here we've got like a couple of low rated players. The first player we got is De Ligt from Netherlands. He's just 76 rated in the game, but he's got a massive potential of 89, and he's got a release clause of around 20 million, but you can get him around 15 million. But some reason you can't negotiate with this player. You have to pay the release fee of 20 million directly, and you can sign him on a contract in your club, and he's a fantastic player, guys. He's just 17 years old. So Diop from Toulouse is just 20 years old, another interesting young French centre-back, 76 rated in game, and he's got massive potential of 88. And for some reason, the clubs in the Ligue 1 do not want to get rid of their players, so you have to be wary of that if you need to sign him. But I think in January you can definitely sign him if you can't sign him straight away in the summer. So another interesting French centre-back for you. So in the team of French centre-backs, we got one French centre-back from the La Liga, you know, Lucas Hernandez from Atletico Madrid. Like, this guy is a very good, like, future promising talent. 77 rated in game. He can play up the centre-back and left-back, you know, and you can get him around 25 million. So his release clause is around 27 million, but if you have a very good bargain, you can get him around for under 20 million. So that would be a great bargain. If you are doing a very good Premier League team, you just definitely want to get this lad. And within a couple of seasons, he'll be like 84, 85 rated, and he will be a very good player for you. So Sarr, a 75 rated French centre back, again is just 18 years of age, and he has a massive potential of 88 in game, and you can get him for really cheap, you know. You can get him for under 15 million, and that would be a great bargain in a couple of seasons, and a great investment too. He's a very good centre back. He's got great strength. He's not that tall, but he has got good pace as well, which is important for a centre back. And I think 18 years is always going to grow no matter what. So Diego Llorente, who's a versatile defensive-minded player, he can play a defensive midfielder as well. He's 23 years old, and his overall is around 79. His potential is really high at 87, and he's got a release clause around 32 million, and his value is just around 15 million. You can't negotiate with the club, but you can pay the release clause and get his services for around 30 million. So once again, another quality Spanish centre-back. So Romagnoli, another Italian centre-back, 79 rated, and he's got 87 potential in game. And once again, you're looking around like 20 million to sign from AC Milan. You know, AC Milan have got a very good young team to play with, and if you're playing any other team, you might want to sign Romagnoli, and within a couple of seasons he will get to 85 rated, you know, and he will be a great centre back to play with. So moving into the final player of this list, guys, we got Kimpembe from PSG, and once again you're looking in just around 15 million to sign him, and he's a 77 rated centre back, and he has got like 86 potential in game, but definitely you can get him around like 90, close to 90 to be fair, and a solid centre back once again from France. So moving into the tier 3 players, and these players are really cheap. You know, the first player we got is Nathan Ake, who was recently joined from Chelsea to Bournemouth, so you can't sign him in the first season. So if you wait in the second season, he'll be around like somewhere around 80 rated, and you can get him around for that. And his potential is 85, not the highest like all these players in this list. They got potential around 85, you know. And he'll be a very cheap centre back and a very versatile centre back as well, because he can play at the right back, left back. He's got great speed. And next we got Rob Holding, one of my favorite young centre backs, and I've played Arsenal career mode a couple of times, and this guy is a monster. Within a couple of seasons he gets to like 82 rated centre back, and he's got 85 potential in game, and I got him around like 86 or 87 I believe. And he is a very quality centre back to play with. If you are doing any championship team, career mode with any championship team, like Rob Holding is a definite buy, you know. Coming at around like £7.5 million you can get him with, and he will grow into a monster within a couple of seasons. So I found this guy, 18 years of age, is a 72 rated centre back. I cannot pronounce his name. He's got a potential of 85 rated, you know, and is on weekly wages of 13,000, and he has recently joined Borussia Leverkusen, so you can't sign him straight away, but he looks to be a promising centre back. You know, he can play at right back as well, so I'm guessing he's not kind of a strong guy. And we got once again a very good centre back I've never really heard of in my footballing knowledge, you know. So Upamecano comes in at 71 rated, a very low rated, and you can get him for around like 10 million, but you have to wait one season because he has recently joined RB Leipzig, and he's got a potential of 86 in game. Another French centre back who can play at defensive mid. Looks to be a solid signing, you know. Moving into the final couple of players, we got Jorge Sainz from Spain. He's a 71 rated guy, and he's got potential of 85, and you are just looking at around 5 million to sign him, and his wage budget is really low as well. So once again, you've got a very good bargain centre back in your hands if you're doing a kind of a road to glory career mode. And moving into the final player, we got Juan Forth from Tottenham Hotspur. You're just looking at like 1.5 million value for him, but he has recently just joined Tottenham Hotspur and he won't move out. You can loan him in the first season. He's just 68 rated, and he has a massive potential in game of 86, and once again a very promising looking Argentinian centre back. So that's all the centre backs. Like, they are under a 23 age centre back, but there are still a lot more centre backs to go, but these centre backs you definitely got to sign them in your career mode. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe for more content coming out, and until then guys, I'll see you later.